Hi, welcome to Math Class with Mrs. King. Today we are going over 5th grade, Module 2, Lesson 11. This lesson is very much like the previous lesson. The only difference is in the last video they were multiplying with tenths, and then in this video they're going to be multiplying with hundreds. Okay, this comes directly out of the homework. So for 1A, we have 2 and 42 hundredths times 12. So students need to round these numbers. So when you are looking at your decimal number, your first digit is 2. And this 2 is in the ones place, so you're going to round to your nearest ones. 2 is between 2 and 3. And we're going to look here at the digit behind the 2. It's a 4 here. So 4 is going to cause the 2 just to round down to 2. So we're going to round that decimal number to 2. And then we're going to go over here to our 12. 12 in our first digit is in the tens place, so we're going to round to the nearest 10. It's between 10 and 20. Because 2 is here, we're going to round down to 10. So when we estimate, we're doing 2 times 10. That's going to give us 20. So we're looking for the answer to be somewhere around 20. Now students are asked to do standard algorithm. Now, if your child is more comfortable using the area model, allow them to use the area model. But we're going to do standard algorithm. So I just want to draw your attention here where it says, think 2 and 42 hundredths times 100 equals 242. So what they're trying to encourage the students to do is get rid of the decimal so that they can do standard algorithm like they normally would. And then when they get to the answer or get to the product, they can insert the decimal. So in order to get this number to turn to 242 into a whole number, you will multiply by 100. And then when you get done with figuring out the answer, the student will go and do the go ahead and divide by 100 to determine where the decimal will go. And students learned in previous lessons how to place their decimal numbers on the place value chart and how to multiply by 10, 100, or 1,000, and also how to divide by 10, 100, and 1,000. And it's just a matter of them moving the numbers on the place value chart. I'm gonna take this decimal out, but keep in mind I'm gonna write hundreds because this is not 242, this is 242 hundredths. Okay, so now I'm just gonna multiply like normal, and just keep it in mind that when I get to my product that I have to show hundreds. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. We're inserting our 0 here. Now we're going over here to our bottom tens. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. You're going to add your partial products together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 4 more makes it 9. Oops. And then 2, we're just going to bring that down. Now that we have the answer, we need to show hundreds. How do we show hundreds? We show hundreds by making sure we have 1, 2 numbers behind the decimal. So you would insert the decimal point here. So it'd be 29 and 4 hundredths. Okay, let's do another. Okay, let's skip to 2A. So 2A, it says solve using the standard algorithm. In that space that's provided, have your child or students write 203 over 13 and do your standard algorithm. Keep in mind that this is hundreds. So when you get your product, you're going to need to show that it's hundreds. So you're going to do 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 2 is 6. Insert your 0. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. Add your partial products together. 9 plus 0 is 9. 0 plus 3 is 3. 6 plus 0 is 6. And just bring that 2 down. Remember, we need to show hundreds. So how do we show hundreds? We make sure we have 1, 2 numbers behind the decimal. So you will insert that decimal point between the 6 and the 3. Okay, I'm going to drop down to number 3 and do an example there for you. Okay, so for 3A, it has a problem like this. If 36 times 134 equals 4,824, then 36 times 1 and 34 hundredths will be, basically it's going to be the same digits you see here. You're going to have to insert a decimal. So because this is showing us hundreds with 2 numbers behind the decimal, you want to insert your decimal here, and that will show you 2 numbers behind the decimal point. So basically the digits remain the same, but because you multiplied this with a hundredths number, you have to indicate that in the product. So the students will just write an explanation on what they just did and why they chose to write 48 and 24 hundredths. And then I think the last page has some word problems, and we know we're learning to multiply, so students are going to definitely have to multiply for those word problems remaining in the homework. Okay, I thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until I see you next time. Bye.